Hello there, y'all. It's Trevor Davies the Awesomeness here, and let's just get right into this. So, last Wednesday on April 2nd, there was a Nintendo Direct based on the new console, the Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, it's another iteration of the Switch, but we all saw that coming. I mean, the Switch is so popular, and, it's been a lifeblood for my channel here on YouTube. Well, I mean, so has my travels and such, y'all who watch my channel know that my channel is mainly gaming, which has been Nintendo, on the Switch, and my travels that I do videos on. So anyway, you're going to find out why both of those go hand in hand in this discussion. So anyway, they announced with the Nintendo Direct, the Nintendo Switch 2, what games are coming out for it, and the release date. And there's a lot for me to digest here. So, first off, the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to release on June 5th, which is my birthday, if y'all remember. Like, I'm not even joking. This isn't clickbait. This is not a joke. June 5th is my birthday. And y'all know that if you've watched my videos from my past up north trips. And yes, I'm going to be doing another one of those this year. And June 5th, my birthday, is the day that I leave. And I leave early in the morning, like all these other trips. I leave early in the morning. So, yeah, there is going to be, like, no way for me to get a Switch 2 unless I buy it at a Walmart up north or something on the way up when we drive up. There are Walmarts that we pass by. Now, there's no guarantee they'd have it in stock. I mean, just like here at home. But I feel like the infrastructure and the amount of population up there would make it so that maybe not as many would get sold, but therefore conversely, they may not ship as many to those smaller Walmarts or something, for the less populated areas. They may not ship as many Switch 2s to the Walmarts in less populated areas. So when you really think about it, it's basically the same scenario as if I were to try to get one walking into a Walmart at home or a Best Buy or wherever. I mean, I don't know if they have Best Buys up north. I believe they might, but I don't know. I know they have some Walmarts where we're going, but anyway, yeah, this is very coincidental that it releases on my birthday. I'm still kind of dumbfounded upon it, but because there's never been a game, let alone a game console, that I wanted to get that releases on my birthday. I mean, I'm sure there have been games for things that have released on June 5th before, but maybe they just weren't of interest to me. But the Switch 2 is definitely interest to me. We all would know, with me being a Nintendo gamer, obviously, yeah. But that's not the only point of discussion here. So, one of the games that they showed off was a new Mario Kart World. And it's a launch title, so this also comes out on my birthday. Now, it's supposed to be $80, so games are going to cost more on the Switch 2 than on the regular Switch, which I guess makes sense, but, it is, I understand it's going to be a tough pill to swallow for most people because, they're not going to be as easily accessible for people. Not everyone can ship out $80 every time a new game comes out, especially if Nintendo is releasing games like on a monthly basis. Excuse me, on a monthly basis. I mean, that's going to be, a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people. I understand. And especially with how much the console itself is going to cost. And I'm going to get into that in a minute here. So, yeah, to recap, the Switch 2 comes out on my birthday, and so does one of its launch. I don't know if Mario Kart World is the only launch title, but but it will be coming. So I'm definitely gonna want to have a Switch 2. But the thing is, I'm going up north, and even if I was to buy it at a Walmart up north or wherever, I wouldn't be playing it on release date because I'm going to be on a trip and I'm going to be having my attention on the trip. Now, I mean, I don't know how long the Switch 2 would set up, so maybe if this is even if I was to get a Switch at a Walmart up north. I mean, the more likely thing that's going to happen is that I'm going to have my mom get it for me while she's at home and I'm up north. I'm going to have her get it for me, ideally on my birthday, on the day it releases. But I'm hoping she could pre-order it. The thing is, there's been some pre-order situations going on with the Switch 2 now because of the tariffs going on. I'm not going to talk politics here, but tariffs have been raising costs for a lot of things. And I think it could be another reason why not only the games for the Switch 2, but the Switch 2 itself costs a lot of money. Let me just rip the Band-Aid off right now. The Switch 2 is going to cost $450. Now, there is a bundle with Mario Kart World that would be $500, and therefore you'd be getting Mario Kart World as the game for $50 instead of $80. So, I mean, you are getting, I guess, more bang for your buck if you get the bundle, but 450, 500, whatever. That's a lot of money, especially when you consider the fact that the original Switch was only $300. And I'm saying that like it was only 300. 300 still a lot too. But anyway, so yeah, that's a lot of money. I mean, especially with me kind of going through some money things right now. I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but it's going to be difficult for a lot of people, I'm sure. And I mean, I know Nintendo's facing backlash. I don't know if they should be facing backlash, though. I mean, I feel like, from what I've heard from some people, that Nintendo may not have wanted to price the Switch 2 at $450. I mean, they are known to be a greedy company, so maybe they did. But that being said, there are tariffs going on, so maybe Nintendo could be partly forgiven for and maybe the fact that they didn't actually want to price it that high, and that the tariffs are making them do that. We don't know that for sure, and Nintendo may just be really this greedy. I mean, that is a chance. So I'm not putting any blame on anyone or trying to take away any blame from anyone, but whether you like it or not, the Switch 2 is going to cost a lot of money. And it's such a coincidence that it comes out on my birthday. I mean, that is so crazy. I mean, it's like poetic in a way. But also, I kind of feel like maybe it shouldn't be coming out on my birthday because I'm going to be going on a trip. So, if it was to come out the day before, then I'd be able to maybe get it and then right before the trip. And it'd still be like an early one day before my birthday present if it was to come out on June 4th. I mean, but it comes out on my birthday, so, I'm going to have to figure out how the heck I'm going to get a Switch 2 because I'm definitely going to want to get it. And the trip that I'm going to go on is going to be for 6 days. So, I mean, the thing is, even if my mom gets it for me for my birthday, on my birthday, or even if I was to get it during my trip at a Walmart up north, I wouldn't play it for 6 days, at minimum, I guess. And, yeah, so, it's a lot to, it's, when I found out that it was releasing on my birthday, I was such in utter shock. I mean, I didn't, but part of me saw it coming knowing my birthday fell on a Thursday this year. And ever since last year, Nintendo's been changing their releases from like Fridays to Thursdays now. If you remember when like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD came out, or Super Mario Party Jamboree, or any of the, those were Thursday releases rather than Friday. So I guess Nintendo's wanting to do Thursday releases now. I remember back when they were doing releases on Sundays, big AAA game releases. But anyway, so I don't want to make this video too long. This is just telling you how I react to the fact that the Switch 2 comes out on my birthday, and what I think of, it coming out on my birthday, and, with Mario Kart World is also coming out on my birthday with it as a launch title. And Well, Mario Kart World isn't the only game that I'm interested for in the Switch 2. I'm also interested in the new Donkey Kong Bonanza game and the Kirby Air Riders. Now, the Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out in July, so that won't be coming out as a launch title. And then Kirby Air Riders coming out sometime this year in 2025. There's also like upgraded Switch 2 versions of existing Switch 1 games that I have, such as Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting one, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is getting one, and I think there was another game they announced that was getting one. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I just had to talk about this, and yeah, and you'll find out about the trip I take when I take it, what it's going to be. It's going to be another up north trip, as you probably assumed. But what up north trip is it going to be? You'll just have to find out when I go on it, because obviously I'll be doing videos on that, or a video on it. I don't know if it's going to be multiple videos or one video, but we'll see. Anyway, I guess with that, I will sign off here. I just had to talk about this because, man, it's crazy. And the pricing of this, I mean, but I definitely want to get a Switch 2. And, you know, there's like a new face chat feature in it too, which looks pretty cool. And I guess they can also hold up to 8 times the storage of the Switch 1. So, and there's like a fan inside the Switch 2 that keeps it cool so it never overheats or anything. Because there have been times where my Switch 1 has felt hot, but never overheated. But, you know, so there's got to be a lot of power to it, and that may be another reason they're charging so much for it, is because it must be one heck of a powerful machine. So anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching and hearing me ramble about the Switch 2. But yeah, this is Trevor Davies, The Awesomeness, going out.